Well, if you're watching this, I'm recording this on New Year's Eve. 2020 has finally gone, and 2021 is underway. Wherever you are, I hope you had a happy New Year. Whatever you did, if you went out and celebrated, or like me, you just basically stayed home and with a camera in your face. I've been off since the last half of December, and I have to go back to work tomorrow. But the good thing is I'll be getting my regular pay for coming in, and also holiday pay, which is time and a half. So basically I'll be getting double time and a half tomorrow, which is always good. I'll take it. I don't know. I just wanted to close out the year with a few thoughts and introduce you to who I think should be considered the official mascot of 2020 out of the many considerations, nominees, competitors, if you will. That green ball with the orange cauliflower sticking out of it, or a murder hornet, or some peaceful protester who got his feet set on fire by a lobbed Molotov cocktail, lobbed by a not so peaceful protester, and the poor guy ended up becoming a viral laughing stock because of it. Or, God forbid, some 11-year-old twerking. But I don't know, I think he best represents the year, and I'll explain why. Let me show him to you. Here he is. The official mascot of 2020. The dumpster fire. I found this guy online. I ordered him through my comic book store, Amazing Fantasy in Lockport. He's from... This is actually the name of the company, 100% Soft, and he is definitely not 100% soft. I think he fits the year well, because even though he's on fire, he's still smiling. So he seems to have gotten through it okay. And please note that I said he is the official mascot, not the idol. He is not an idol by any means. An idol is something that takes the place of God. Can you picture this little guy taking the place of God? Did he get me through 2020? No. I mean, he helped a little bit, but he didn't sustain me. I do collect. Not as much as I used to, but every now and again I see something that grabs my attention, and I'll get it. But they are not idols. You're not an idol. You're an icon, but not an idol. Well, technically you are an idol, but you're not a real idol. I got you from the 3D printer guy at Comicopolis in Lockport. I didn't even have to get chased by a big boulder through a cave to get you, and you didn't get taken away from me by some French guy. You chose the wrong friends. This time it will cost you. Well, it didn't cost me this time. He's not an idol. Neither of them are. How about you? Are you an idol?
No, I'm a dentist.
Got him on, he was on sale at the sidewalk sale at Amazing Fantasy. No, not Amazing Fantasy, the Alien Entertainment store in Lombard. They're a good place. I go up there when I can. They had an end of the year sale, and I got another Big Finish box set, Doom Coalition Volume 2. Don't know when I'll get to it, but I will eventually. Now here, this is definitely 100% soft. I rescued, I don't know, I don't want to assume his gender, but I rescued him from the trash, from the garbage, and I brought him home with me. He's a little chewed up there, but he seems okay. Or her. I named him Squishy. See, he's Squishy the unicorn. He is definitely 100% soft. Not like our mascot here, the happy dumpster fire. Yeah, he's still smiling. And he's kept smiling all through this thing. They're coming out with a nightlight version of him. The fire lights up. I ordered that one too. No telling when that'll be here. You are definitely not an idol. When people need help, I never refuse. Unless, of course, it's a member of your own fam who's afraid his cancer might have come back, in which case you're too socially awkward to say anything to him or comfort him. I am sorry. I really did want to like you. I really and truly am sorry. That's not an idol. My niece actually gave me this for either Christmas. Was it Christmas? I can't remember. It was either Christmas or my birthday, one of the two. So it's a Star Trek tribble. You guys aren't idols. How about you guys down here? Any of you guys idols? I know you're not. Nope. No idols here. These last couple of months haven't been the best for me. Things got a little better after they loosened up a little bit, for a while anyway. But then things closed down again. And they're still closed. Library's closed. Church is still open though. They've decided, you know, they need to be ruled. They need not be ruled by fear. None of us should. And I am thankful that they have remained open. Haven't officially become a member yet, so it's not officially my church yet. I guess I could make that one of my New Year's resolutions. I don't really make resolutions anymore. I just sort of play it by ear. Everybody's always telling me, just keep doing what you've been doing. And I thought that's as good a resolution as any. But it's also good to do something you haven't done, which I probably will do. Like I said, I usually just play it by ear, and we'll see what happens. We didn't have Nightmare on Chicago Street this year because of the regulations, and the whole premise of the thing was considered problematic. A zombie outbreak during an epidemic. Yeah. So, no mad doctoring for me this year. However, they did have a socially distanced event on Halloween weekend. Little Park of Horrors. I was recruited. I got to be the ringmaster. It was a circus-themed event, and people got to drive through the park, and they got to see the various displays with the clowns and the acrobats. Well, we were supposed to have acrobats, but they canceled on us, so it was just me by myself and my little display, the 3-ring circus display. There was supposed to be like acrobats and performers performing on the platforms, but it was just me out there. Judy called me up and asked me if I was available to be the ringmaster, and I couldn't do it Saturday night because I had already committed to taking my nephew going trick-or-treating with my nephew He was dressed as Michael Myers. He was all excited. I confused him a little bit. We were driving through the neighborhood. We would park and hit some houses, and one kid was out there dressed like a cow, and I rolled down the window and yelled "moo" at him, and then my nephew thought he was supposed to yell "moo" at everybody, so he's going around. We're walking down the street, and there's other kids in costumes, and we'd walk by and he yelled "moo." He'd knock on the door. He wouldn't go trick or. Well, he'd say trick or treat, and then he'd say "moo." He'll get it. We had a good time. The following night, which was November the 1st, Judy called and asked if I was available that night, and I said I was, and she provided the ringmaster's coat, and I provided the top hat, my Svengoolie hat, as I like to call it. She gave me the directions and told me how to get into the rear entrance to the park, and I found the amphitheater where we were stationed at. The lady who did my makeup for the gaming event, she was there, and she made up my face to I look like a member of KISS. I'm sure my fellow writer Tom Hernandez would appreciate that. But I got the coat and the scarf, and Judy tied a ribbon around my hat. It was good. It could have been warmer. I was out there all by myself, trudging back and forth through the leaves, and folks would drive by, and I'd yell at them through my megahorn, "Drive it like you stole it!" And the kids, they'd be there, and they'd be all bug-eyed, and they'd wave at me, and I'd wave back, and some of them, they were looking at other stuff. They had the Hall of Mirrors. I was up at the top of the hill. They had the Hall of Mirrors down on the one end as they were driving up, and this clown girl was there. "Oh, I love your skin. You have such beautiful skin. Can I try on your skin?" And then they'd get up to the top, and I'd be there. And some of them wouldn't even see me until they turned around and looked, and there I was, peeking at them through the car window. Then they go down the hill, and there was this old ice cream truck there. The ice cream clown was there. It was cold. I did have some water there, and there was a heater back in the back, so if I got too cold, I'd go and stand in front of the heater for a few minutes. That helped. But I also did have this animatronic clown who was waving at everybody. He sort of kept me company. I had to listen to him all through the night. And listening to the recording over and over again, it kind of had an effect on me. Kind of added to the overall atmosphere, trudging through the leaves in the cold, and the moon was out. It was an interesting experience.
Everybody has good childhood memories of the carnival. Follow me. I promise we will give you some new memories you will never forget. You look like a natural for our freak show. If you need a job, I'll introduce you to the boss, but all applicants must be dead. That's not a problem, is it?
And I did get paid for it. This last couple of weeks, well, my time off, I have enjoyed my time off. I always enjoy my time off. You don't have to be anywhere that you have to be. I just did whatever I wanted. I did whatever the heck I wanted to do. If I wanted to go roam around the Joliet Mall or the Fox Valley Mall, or heck, I even went all the way up to Oakbrook Court, Oakbrook Center. It used to be called, didn't it used to be called Oakbrook Court? Now it's called Oakbrook Center. Unless they're two different places, I don't know. I hadn't been up there in a long time. What happened was my phone went out on me. My phone had an inflated battery. The covering that I had it in was cracking and bulging out, and a corner of the monitor was bulging out. But it still worked. And then one night the sound went out on me, so I'm taking it to all these different places that didn't really want to touch it, until I found this place in Plainfield called You Break I Fix. So I took it up to them, and they knew right away what it was. Oh, your battery is inflated. And they said, you're lucky this thing hasn't exploded on you. That could be bad. So they took it and ordered the parts, new battery, new screen, new speakers. They said it would take like 3 to 5 days for it to get there. They got there quicker than that, and they got it fixed a lot quicker than they were estimating. I was impressed. And yes, it was cheaper than just getting a whole new phone. I've become kind of attached to my phone, and I sort of wanted to keep it. I feel I struggle with being disconnected and disinterested. The whole situation, things closing down again, did not help, but at least I had my phone to stay connected to people. Now I didn't even have that, and so that made me feel even more disconnected. They got it fixed quicker than we had expected, and I was happy about that. So it was fine for a few days, and then one night it stopped working altogether. It just would not respond to anything, so I took it back the next day, and in the exact same day they checked it out, and they said it was the battery flux had become unplugged. So they replugged it, and now it's working again, and now I'm connected again. Well, more connected. I'm thankful that's been taken care of. There's lots of things I could be doing. I've said that before in my previous videos. I'm not bored. I'm never really bored. I just don't feel like doing things. I just feel too disconnected or disassociated or disinterested. Not disillusioned. I just feel out of it. I just don't do anything. But it comes back to me. Things eventually do come back to me. I don't like forcing them. I have to let them come in their own time and in their own speed. And they do. I have more stuff to do. Got things in the mail that I haven't opened yet. I haven't even touched them ever since I got them. Yeah, see, I got another Essential Shoggoth certified mailing from the H.P. Lovecraft Historical Society. And apparently they've been having some problems with the CDs getting broken. So they have this new sticker here. Please do not fold. Thank you. HPLHS Advisory Label Company. Breakable items within. Yeah, on the Facebook page they posted a picture of an unfortunate CD that got broken. And it even had the do not fold sticker still on the package, and still something happened to it. I'm gonna open this up and make sure everything is okay. I haven't touched this thing since I got it. November 13th. I got this back in November, and I still haven't opened it. But I definitely will. And of course, I'll let you see what's inside, like I always do. And I'll even let you see what's inside this big boy. I've been looking forward to this one. I had a doozy of a time. This was something I tried to back on Kickstarter, but it was I'll explain all the details in the video when I make the video of it. But I have been looking forward to getting this, and we are definitely gonna take a look at this one. That's what would have been going on if I hadn't been so out of it. But I'm starting to come. But it comes and goes. It comes in cycles. I am thankful that I am still here. It could have been 2020 could have been better. It could have been a lot better. But it also could have been worse. It could have been a lot worse. And I am thankful that I have made it through. I'm okay now. I mean, this whole epidemic, it just didn't really it just didn't really mean anything to me. Having all the things closed down, having your outlets taken away, the writers group, eating out at Buffalo Wild Wings. They still do deliveries. Well, they still take orders, but you have to go in and get them. You can't sit down and enjoy yourself. Writers group is still going. Well, we're having Zoom meetings. Well, we had our annual Christmas dinner. We just didn't go out and eat it. We ate it online and sent Tom the receipts, and he reimbursed us. It was on a Thursday, so I had my usual buy one get one from Buffalo Wild Wings. And our fourth anthology is out. We didn't have a release party for it. I've got 2 pieces in it. One was one of our writing. We try to have like a monthly writing assignment. And the one story was what I did with our writing assignment. We pick a theme or a topic or something and we write about it, and that's what I wrote about. The other one was the story of this song I couldn't get out of my head, but I couldn't remember the name of it. It's funny, it's like little tunes worm their way into your brain, and you know the lyrics, but you don't know the title. Sometimes the Google searches don't yield anything, but I was eventually able to find the title of the tune, and I wrote it like a detective story with the inspiration of my fellow writer James Finn Garner and his Rex Coco stories. I had the Polari by my side as I wrote it, and I used a lot of the pulp noir terminology, and I turned it into a detective story, me trying to track down the title of this song. I think I did good. Being on top of the hill in the park, in the cold, rustling through the leaves, listening to clown recordings over and over again, inspired me to write a piece, which was very well received, and I think I'll save that one for the next anthology. And the next open mic night, which whenever we have it, I hope we have another one. We all do. I do enjoy that. It's a thing for me, you know, just get out and get up in front of the mic and share my works with whoever cares to listen. And people do appreciate it. And I appreciate them. I appreciate the people who come out to listen to us. I appreciate the people who come out to see us, see what our group is about. Some of them even share their own stuff. They buy our books and read them. And I do appreciate you who take the time out to watch these videos. I know I'm not the most prolific content creator here, and there's others that are way more ahead of the game than I am. But I am thankful. I'm thankful for you who watch these videos, whoever you are, wherever you are. I'm thankful if you've seen our open mic night videos. It's not just for me, you know, it's those people, they're my friends. And they are thankful for me for recording them, because it helps them see, you know, what they need to improve on with their reading and speaking skills. You should always strive to be thankful. I'm not always thankful. I try to be. And sometimes I just things get up inside my head and take up residence, and they don't always leave so easily. They do leave for a while, and I'm able to enjoy and appreciate things, and they come back. Things it goes like it's cycles. It goes through cycles. Sometimes they even give me things to write about. That's what my writing is. My writing is an exorcism. These videos, they're like I'm able to turn the camera on and just speak about what's ever on my mind, or show stuff that I've found that I like to tell people about. I'm not up on all the recent. I'm not up on everything. I know what I like. I'm not up on all the latest things. I don't really want to be. But I do look, and if I see something that I like, it grabs my attention, I will tell people about it, and hopefully they'll listen. I hope whoever is out there watching this, I hope you had a very happy new year, and hopefully with God's help This year will be better. It could be better. Let's hope and pray that it is. Thank you.